Alrighty, team, it is day one of Game Plan, and I am super pumped to hear from you, to hear what you think of chapter one. How about that? Chapter one is here, and it's not that bad, is it? Like, it's not just some huge long chapter. It's actually pretty short. You can do it. You can do this. Have you done your homework yet? It's not too bad either, because a lot of all the answers are right there in your book in front of you. So you just have to look it up. And then you get to write your dreams and goals down and your bucket list items. I mean, that's kind of fun. So let's get started really quick, because I want to always use your time wisely, and my time too. So I firmly believe that every single person can do this thing called a Young Living business. You don't have to call it a business. If that word makes you like run for the hills, don't do that. Don't call it that. Say it's my Young Living adventure. I don't know. Say what it works for you, but make sure you own it, because it is something God has dumped right in your lap. God dumped it in my lap. When she talks in the book in chapter 1 about the boat, that God sent you a boat and he's sending you like a rescue boat out of your situation. God sent me that 13 years ago, and I didn't, my husband says, get over it, which we should. Forgiveness, moving on, because like God had this in store for me. But if you've been given the gift of Young Living essential oils and all of the amazing products that you now know about and you're telling your friends about, there's a reason. And if people are coming to you asking you questions about your lifestyle, there's a reason. Don't avoid that. Don't run from it. Embrace it, because God wants to bless you. I don't know if you're a believer or not. You don't have to be a believer to be in this. I'm just saying, for me as a believer, I believe that God dumped this in our laps. And for the first 10 years, I didn't really navigate those waters very well. Not good stewardship, but God still blessed that. So at any time, when it's your time to rise, I want to rise with you. And so here we go. We are on a journey together. I believe that whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, whether you live in a town that nobody lives there with you and you're like out in the hillbillies, I don't care. It's not the hillbillies, the boondocks. Yeah, so anyway, you're out in the middle of nowhere. Or you are in a flourishing city where you think, everybody has oils here. Those are excuses. Everybody needs oils, and there are people around you, and I believe you can do it how God created you to do it. Whether it's a one-on-one or fill your living room with a ton of people. If that is your calling, it will be a beautiful thing how you like to do it. So don't be intimidated. Embrace it. All right, the first thing, she talks about freedom. One of the reasons we want to do a Young Living business is for the freedom. And I cannot wait to have the ultimate freedom of maybe working my husband out of a job, so that we can have the freedom to travel around and encourage our team members all over the world and just invest in them, to homeschool and to study somewhere in the world together as a family, and then take our family on that journey. Wouldn't that is a goal of ours. And 2 years ago when I started Game Plan, I wrote on my list that you guys are doing, I wrote on there that I would like to go on an RV trip around the United States. I never would have done it. If it weren't for Game Plan, because I thought that those dreams were over. But when I began the Young Living business and took it seriously, I realized that it brought back my dreams. I could dream again. And so the freedom to dream, the freedom to say this is possible, the freedom to not have a boss that says, you got to do it like this. You do it the way you want to do it. I told the team here in the training today, I was like, guys, you get to do this how you feel called to do this. There are many people that have walked the journey before you, and so we're here to share how it's worked for us. But if it doesn't work that way for you, don't panic. Do it how it works for you. I will say, don't spend a lot of time trying to reinvent the wheel, because what you need to be focused on is reinventing you. I know you might be like, I didn't sign up for some personal development class, girl. I know. It's all right. It's in the works. It's going to happen, because that's just part of it. In order to lead well as a leader, you have to work internally on some things that you didn't even know were there. And I am a better person today compared to 2 years ago because of the personal development. So don't spend your time trying to do all the research, trying to figure it all out and say, I have to know all the answers, because nobody wants an expert. Nobody can follow an expert. Nobody wants to think you got it all together, because then they can't duplicate that. So be authentic with your friends and your family, because that's duplicatable. Duplicable. Yeah, that word. So you know I love that word. Ugh. But you want to be able for people to say, I could do it better than that chick. That girl didn't even give me a glass of water at her house. I can give people water when they come to my house to learn about oils. Okay? Freedom. How did we go from all that to freedom? Okay. Health freedom. Your paycheck can purchase your oils, and every paycheck you can reinvest in getting healthy, non-toxic items into your house. I'm sure that all of us here are all on essential rewards, because it's kind of like a no-brainer that why wouldn't we be on ER? Especially if you're doing this training, you're going to lead from a place of experiencing the product and being able to speak about it from a place of authority, because you've been using the product and you've seen what it's done for you and your family. So the health freedom for our family has been incredible. The game changer for a lot of people is the residual income and the willable income. When you are at silver and above, it's a willable income. That means if you kill over next year and you've hit silver and you have filled out the paperwork with Young Living, then your income will go to your family members. Isn't that awesome? Not every company does that. So that's huge, like ding, you want to do that. All right, in the financial freedom, before financial freedom, the retreats, all the bonuses, they want to make sure that you reap the benefits of the hard work that you're doing. I will not paint it pretty for you guys and say, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. A plus B equals C. Now do it like me and it'll all work out. Sorry, folks. I'm going to be honest. It's hard. But if you want something bad enough, you will work for it because you believe in it. And I believe in the residual income. I believe in the product. I believe in you. I believe. All right. Anyway, so I don't know where I came up with. Help me. All right. So the bonuses. I have been on the Silver Retreat. I qualified for that. I have been on the other hustles that they've done. I won that because that was super fun. But the Silver Retreat, they spoiled us with so much swag. They took us to the farm. They made sure that we were loved on from head to toe. We got to stay up in a hotel, and they paid for my plane ticket all the way from Okinawa. And so we are here saying that I know from experience that these bonuses are legit. It's not just like, oh, maybe some people get it. It's like, no, you do the work and they say thank you because they know you're working hard. So that's a bonus. Shell's getting ready. Shell, our diamond leader, she's getting ready to go to Spain here soon. And John Mayer's going to be the singer. How fun is that? Okay, so we're all diamonds. That's the other thing I want to say is that we operate today, not as a distributor. We don't call ourselves distributors. We're like amazing team leaders, right? And you are a friend. That's what you are to all your friends, and you're sharing oils. So in doing that, you are leading. So you're a leader, but you're a diamond. Or you could even say, I'm a Royal Crown Diamond because I have it in my blood. I'm just not there yet, but you're going to operate from the top backwards. And so when you make decisions in your business, I want you to think as, I'm a Royal Crown Diamond. What would a Royal Crown Diamond do? And if you don't know what a Royal Crown Diamond would do, take a little bit of time and look them up. Google some of those people and look at them, follow them. Don't get all caught up in them because you aren't them. You are who you are made to be. But just look at how do they operate? What do they do on social media? Is it working? Those people that have done well on social media, check them out. All right, then financial freedom. I'm going to quote a couple things from her book because it's so good. If you're going to get rich, do it beside your friends and family. I love that comment. Why not? Now is your time to say, I only need 6 to 7 people on my front line. Who are the most important 7 people in my life that I want to do my jam with? I want to say, this is your opportunity now because I'm starting the business and I want to know, do you want to do it with me? Because I love you a lot and I would love nothing more than to both do it together. And they might be like, you're a freak. You're weird. No way, dude. And then don't say, okay, well, that means forever no. That just might mean no for now. They might come to you in 5 years, 3 years. You never know. But don't let that door slammed in your face be your no forever. They will come back. I promise you. And if they don't come back and they go to somebody else's team, it's your own fault. for not telling them, here's the key to the door. And when you're ready, you might not be ready now, but when you are, come back to me. Here's my member number. You'll need my member number for the key to unlock the door to your own health and wellness journey. But I want you to have my number. Do that so when they are ready, they'll come back to you. Continue to be authentic with them and they will come back. I promise. I've seen it happen. All right. It's worth every no. It is worth every no-show. It's worth every dissident leader. Some leaders will give you more challenges than others. It just is the way we're all made different. But be willing to be humble, be willing to be flexible, be willing to listen, hear where they're coming from, and make changes if you are like, yeah, maybe I do need to grow in that area. So there's going to be people that will challenge you, but let it be a good thing for you instead of causing friction. Don't give up too soon. Be so busy teaching classes and embracing the journey that you don't even let those no's stop you in your tracks. You're so focused on your goal that you don't get stopped, because I hear podcasts, I listen to podcasts, I'm kind of a podcast junkie. So he was telling us the other day, 20 no's a day was this guy's goal. 20 no's a day, people. And he would work. If that meant 2 hours that he had to work to find 20 no's, but then get a whole bunch of yeses, it was worth it to him. He climbed the ranks really fast. So the other day I did not do 20 no's, but it made me think, who are the people that I have already said no for them? Have you done this? I've already said no for them, and I've never even told them I am doing oils. Or I've never even said, hey, would you like to join our team? And guess what? One friend, I reached out because I was like, you know what? She came to my mind. I said, I'm going to reach out to her. Reached out to her. She's already with Young Living. People, I missed so many opportunities back when I was so afraid that, oh, they think I'm weird. I was so afraid of their judgment. Or, oh, they think I'm a tree hugger. So then I didn't tell them. And then somebody else came along and whoop, now she's already with Young Living. Don't let that be you. Tell your friends now and they will come alongside. But I was like, I'm okay with that. No, I'm still okay with that. I was like, that's fabulous. I'm glad you found the right company. I can't wait to see you this summer. I would still love to go to church with you. I would love to go out to lunch with you. Like, let them know that just because that's a no, that does not mean your friendship's a no. Okay. Then, wealth is a blessing. Wealth is a blessing that gives you time, peace of mind, resources, and the ability to love more generously on others. I want to tell you a story about that, not because I'm tooting my own horn. I want you to know that with this business, she breaks it down for you, your paycheck later in Game Plan, and with that, you're able to bless other people. It's so wonderful. I didn't have that opportunity before because we didn't have the income to do that. And now, with our paycheck, or with the Young Living paycheck, I tithe it, and I tithe to certain, I want to say company, it's not a company, a missionary friend. And then the other part of my tithe, I save, and I've been praying about, Lord, show me who needs this. And so every time God reveals who can need this. And yesterday, I was able to go anonymously and say, I want to bless this person. I hear their hard journey. I heard their sad story, and I've been there. I know what it feels like to be in such financial strain. It's not fun. It's so sad. And like you read from Sarah's story, it's not a good place. And so I was like, I want to bless them with this without them knowing. And they were like, oh, this is wonderful. I want to make their life easier. You can do that. That is a blessing, folks. It's amazing. Okay, then money doesn't drive me. Freedom drives me. And the freedom to choose who you get to bless, it's amazing. Don't you want to do that? Okay, I'm trying to keep this shorter, and it's going almost to 15 minutes. It's so fun to help people, like you see your leaders, as you have leaders come alongside of you, and set your friends free from the financial strains that life can bring upon them. You get to walk along and serve them as a leader and say, I get to serve and help you build your business as we build together. So, I'm so sorry. Let's see. The last thing, I want to see all of you guys as diamonds. And so because you're doing this training, I would love to help you if you need online training. Like if you're going to, at some point we are going to be doing a online class, and then you're going to be challenged to do a face-to-face class. And when we do that, I was scared to death. and nobody offered to help me do an online class. I had to figure it out. And there's beauty in that, but there's also like, so I will come pop on your live class or share a screen with you. I'll do whatever it takes for you to feel successful. So if that means you need to pop me on the screen and have me share with your friends, I will do that for you. There's also, I'm on YouTube, so you can look me up there and you can just show your friends my video and be like, I'm not competent yet, but watch her. So there's numerous ways to build you to diamond. We can do it together, and I can't wait to see you be built to diamond. So I'm making sure I hit all my notes. That is it, folks. I want you to go grab your abundance oil. If you don't have abundance oil, don't panic. Get frankincense and put it right here. Put some in your hand and breathe it in and breathe it out. I just put on, what did I put on? Inner Child. I love Inner Child because it's so grounding. I love abundance oil because when you put it in, it literally draws people in. It's such a beautiful oil. It just makes you think of things that are abundant. Like your life's abundant, and you are going to attract abundance with the positive thoughts and the positive way you lead your team. So attract that into your life by just diffusing that in your home and wearing it on you, because abundant things are going to happen to you in these short 4 weeks of training. So thank you for watching day 1. I'm sorry that it's long. I promise we won't do this all the time. I can't wait to see you on the Zoom call on Wednesday night in America. It'll be Thursday morning here in Okinawa. So I look forward to it. Blessings, my friend. I love each of you, and I'm so glad we get to do this together.